Our league is excellent this year, top to bottom, and any team can beat another team on a given night. It doesn't matter how you play in the first half or second half, or who you're playing or where you're playing. This is a great league, and we're fortunate to be a very good Stanford team tonight.
What were your thoughts as Davis was shooting another one close in the final seconds?
Well, it was too short, too close for him. If he was 55 feet away, I would have been a little nervous, but from the three-point line, I wasn't nervous at all.
Did you feel like Derek passed better tonight in the first half?
I'm sorry?
Did you feel like Derek passed better in the first half?
Derek played great basketball tonight. He penetrated, he got in the lane, he made the right decisions, he got wide open threes for his teammates and dumped it down. So he played a great basketball game. Defensively, he played hard, and so that's what we need from him. We need that dribble penetration and making the right decisions.
Obviously hurts anytime you don't have a guy like Benny out there, but what about the job? What can you say about the job that Nick did in his place?
Well, Nick's a good player. He brings it defensively, and he's in his stance, he rebounds, and he had 8 rebounds tonight, 9 points. So I thought he played very hard and played very well.
Was Benny sidelined for the blister?
Yes, it's a continuing foot problem. He missed 3 or 4 games prior to this same injury.
Coach, why is this team playing the way they've been playing the last few weeks? Winning so many games.
Well, defensively, we're holding teams in the 60s and even 50s. But the teams that have scored over 70 on us, we've given up 76 to 76 or 77 to Stanford up there when they hit the buzzer beater. I think it was 77, 76, and we gave up 88 in our first Pac-12 game. But since then, we've been playing very good defense, and we're not turning the ball over. We're forcing over 16 turnovers a game, and tonight we had 7. So that's 9 extra possessions tonight. We had 20 assists, and we're sharing the basketball. So if you don't turn the ball over, you force turnovers and defend, it's usually a recipe for having a chance to win the games. Not saying we'll win every game, but at least it gives us a chance.
Andy, what do you think it says about just the growth of your team that you guys played Stanford in a similar situation? You guys ended up losing, but tonight you're able to punctuate the win there at the end.
Well, we got some stops in the last 3-4 minutes, even though we missed free throws and had some really silly turnovers in the last 7 minutes of the game. Jordan had 2 of them, and just uncharacteristic. Shmezi had 1. And then Jordan missed 3 straight free throws. So the ball bounced our way tonight, but we have to be able to. We've been in so many close games. Our upperclassmen have been in 2 straight unshelled tournaments. We've played in a lot of big games over the last 3-4 years, 3 years really for upperclassmen. So they're used to this. You can see it. They don't get rattled. They just go about their business and try their best. And so they won't fail. They're not afraid to fail in those last few minutes, and they're certainly not. They won't lose a game because they're not playing hard enough. They might not make the free throws or give up something that another team makes a shot, but we're very confident in our upperclassmen because they've been there so many times.
What do you think that steal Jordan made after he missed that free throw?
Well, they needed a 3, and Jordan is one of the best defenders in the Pac-12 the last couple of years, stealing the basketball, and he anticipates so well. He's got lightning quick first 2 steps. So he's done it many times, and so it was just a great anticipation, and what a play.
Season high, 5-game winning streak. You guys are really a 55-foot three-pointer away from being 8-1 right now. Do you guys just feel like you've turned a corner so far?
Well, we understand the next game is the most important, and our league is extremely deep and tough. We don't take anything for granted. We have to keep getting better. Our bench is playing much better than it was early in the season. But we have to have a complete team effort and prepare for our next game, which is Sunday at 1 o'clock.
And you got 15 more shots, 8 more field goals. You outscored them 48-28 in the paint, 13-5 off turnovers, 28-11 off the bench. How was that game that close?
Well, I think if you look at the free throw line, we didn't shoot any free throws. Now, I'm assuming we didn't get fouled the entire game. But they intentionally fouled us. We shot 6 free throws at the end when they intentionally fouled us. So we basically had 2 free throws the entire game when they weren't trying to foul us. So I guess we didn't get fouled.
Okay.
Coach, what adjustments did you see Stanford make in the second half to make the game so close?
Well, first of all, we didn't get the foul line. Secondly, we missed a lot of wide open shots in the second half. And they made some tough ones and some easy ones. And they played good. They're a good team. So when you shoot, we shot 35% in the second half. We're 3 for 12 from the field and 1 for 4 from the foul line. So that's not exactly great offensive numbers. Now, we didn't turn the ball over, which gave us a chance, but we just didn't do our job offensively in the second half to keep the lead at 10 or 12.
How's it feel to be currently tied for first place in Pac-12 this late in the conference schedule?
It's a credit to our players. They have goals this year, and that's to compete for a league championship and a national championship. And the only way you do that is if you win games in the Pac-12. You give yourself a chance. But we're not looking ahead to the Pac-12. We haven't even discussed that. We do know our record, obviously, but we're focused on the process, getting better in the next game. So we could easily win or lose on Sunday. It's our next game, and this league is too dangerous to start thinking about the possibilities down the road.
Do you see Jonah Matthews staying in that six-man role, and what do you kind of like about it coming off the bench?
Well, he gives us good energy, and he's playing great offense. He's not only shooting the ball well, he's dribble penetrating, and he's been playing great defense. Hand deflections. He had one steal tonight. He got a lot of deflections on the road trip in the Oregon schools. And he was a leading scorer tonight. So if he can continue that, I think it's a pretty good role for him.
Coach, do you feel like when you guys get the lead sometimes late in second halves that you guys play a little more conservative and don't try to push it as much?
I wouldn't say conservative. We just didn't make plays. We got what we wanted. We had the ball in the three-point line. We had the ball in the lane. How many lane shots did we miss in the last 7 minutes? And then drives, and then wide open threes, and then free throws. So, like I said, we've been in a lot of close games lately. The Oregon game, we weren't conservative. We were down 4, 2 minutes left, won the game. Oregon State, the same thing. We had to score down the stretch. We're down 9 or 8. Went on an 18-0 run in the last 7, 8 minutes. So there are times in games like this where you sit there and you say, "Wow, how we scored 4 points in the last 4 minutes?" Well, it wasn't because what we were running or our guys weren't trying. It was because they just missed easy shots and weren't getting it done. But that happens. It's a game of basketball. It's sports.